What's up, everyone? Kaplow here for another Starfield Basic. Alright, what's up, guys? Let's talk about weapon groups. So, one of the important things is if you want to be able to fire two weapons at once or three weapons at the same time, then they need to be part of the same weapon group. So let's look at these two weapons right here, this electromagnetic weapon and this ballistic weapon. Now, if we look at the flight check, we can see that the EMP and the Mauler are in two separate weapon groups. Now, one might say, well, let me put them in the same weapon group. You can't. If you have two separate weapons, they cannot be in the same weapon group. Even if they are both ballistic weapons, or they're both electromagnetic, or both missile, or whatever it is, they cannot be in the same weapon group. The only way you can have two weapons in the same weapon group is if they are both the same weapon, or even three weapons in the same weapon group. So right here we have a Mauler 105U cannon. So let's add that same weapon. So right here, we've got that guy. Let's go down a little bit. All right, we've placed that one there. And let's add one more. Mauler 105U. And make sure that we put it in a good spot. Perfect. All right, so now what's going to happen is let's look at that flight check again. So for PC, it's C. If you're on Xbox, it's going to be the options button. We're going to open that up. And we see the messages, which is what you usually see default. But you click up here, and you'll be able to see the weapons. And we see that the Mauler 105U, there's only one instance of it. So because of that, any of the Mauler 105U cannons that you have are going to fire when they're in the same weapon group. And then weapon group 0, this is going to be your left click, your right click, and G, and it's going to be different on Xbox. So if you want to have multiple weapons shooting at the same time, those multiple weapons need to be the same weapon. Even if you do, like, you know, 3 different ballistic weapons, they're not going to be able to solve, they'll have to be in different weapon groups. So the only issue with having so many weapons in the same weapon group is it consumes a lot more power. If we look at this, this shows a max power of 4. But if we go to the, yeah, go ahead, accept, great. If we go to the upgrade section, and go to that Mauler, it shows a max power of 12, and that's because each of those has a power of 4. So if you want to be able to shoot all of them at max power, you need to pump 12 power into it, which is kind of what should be your deciding factor for whether you are going to, you know, drop 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of a weapon on there, and it's really going to give you diminishing returns if you do that. All right, so if this was helpful, give me a like, and if you ever need help with anything else, find me when you need me.